Use failure as a superpower and not as a threat. The C.L.E.A.N community started when I noticed as a CFA lecturer that my CFA students were quick to dump their examinations when they do not pass the examination. And this got me curious because it wasn't something that I was used to. I had written my CFA examination over a period of 5 years, a journey that should normally take 18 months. On the contrary, I noticed that my students were quick to give up on the exam, wanting to do something else once they fail a particular level. And that was when I actually started sharing my stories with them in class and then went on to making LinkedIn posts about my journey to becoming a CFA charter holder. It was easy for me not to give up on my CFA examinations over a 5-year journey because I was used to failing. My CFA journey took me 5 good years and I failed level 2 3 times and I also wrote level 3 2 times before I became a charter holder. But it was easier for me to pick up myself and keep on writing the exams even though it wasn't easy failing certain levels because I was used to failing. What made me to be able to continue the CFA journey? I won't lie to you, there were times when I would fail an exam and cry for weeks before I pick up myself together and continue to write the exam. But what made it easier for me to pick up myself was because I was used to the concept of failing. I failed in primary school, I failed in secondary school, I failed getting an admission into a university through JAM. So failing the CFA wasn't something new. The only thing that was consistent with me as I had learned to fail through the years is the grit and the resilience that I had built. A lot of times, many people always want to win all the time. But the truth is, sometimes we win and sometimes we lose. If you are not used to the concept of failing and trying again, you would not be able to pick up yourself and continue in the race even when things do not go as you have planned. I remember when I wrote level 1, I wrote it with my friend. Refused to continue to write the exam and his comment was, what does CFA mean that I failed the exam? And he dumped the exam. Now, the truth is a lot of times we all find ourselves in similar situations when you try something and it doesn't work. If you quit at that time, then is when you have failed. Failing over the years has taught me very profound lessons, which I want to share with you today. The first thing is that failing helped me to build grit, resilience, and determination. There is nothing you tell me that is impossible that I'll believe because through the years I have learned to build my grit. I know that determination exceeds intelligence. The more I work at it, the more I would have what I want. I so much believe that because I had demonstrated it over the years through the failures that I had experienced. The second thing that failure has taught me is humility. Unlike my friend, if the CFA had told me that I had failed the exams 10 times, I would keep trying until I passed the exam. My friend, however, believes because he had failed once, then he wasn't humble enough to continue because it was a blow to him, a shock to him because prior to writing the CFA exams, my friend had never failed any exam before. The third thing that helps me is to understand that life is a process. Sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. What is important is that you do not let your ego to get in the way of what you are trying to achieve. If you try something and it doesn't work, it just means that you are learning something new, and until you master that thing, you will not be able to excel in it. There is nothing called failure. Failure is only when you quit trying something new. Anytime you try something and it doesn't work, take a step back and think about it. What can I learn from this? If you learn from your failures, you would actually use failure as your superpower. Over the years, I've also learned that failure opens opportunities for new things. When I didn't pass my JAMB exam when I finished secondary school was when I learned to start writing I.C.A.N, and I never had the dream of becoming a chartered accountant until I failed the JAMB exam. So the question for you is this: how can you turn failure, which you think is a threat, to your superpower? How can you use failure to your advantage? Today, I believe that there is nothing that is impossible, and that is because I have seen over and over again that whenever I do not give up on something, whenever I put my heart to do something, I am able to accomplish it. You only fail when you quit trying. Every time you keep at it, you will win. It only takes a matter of time. So if you are writing an examination or you are trying to complete a project and you're about to abandon it, watch this video again and see whether you can still give it a try. Who knows, you might be lucky the next time. I hope you found this video useful. Please share it with your friends. Till next time, stay clean. Bye bye.